It's a beautiful day here in Newcastle. Welcome to Think Better, Do Good Better. My name is Kato Mukasa. For Think Better, Do Good Better, I'm an international commercial lawyer and entrepreneurship coach. My specialization is economics and commercial law. I'll be taking you through a masterclass whose title today is The Art of Mastering Self-Discipline. The Art of Mastering Self-Discipline, Part 1. Discipline is such a big thing that we are going to segment it into parts. Never joke with discipline. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you have to run a company, you must be disciplined. What's discipline? We grew up being told we have to be disciplined. My mother is a strong disciplinarian. I always say that. Yet my mother never touched me. My father was tough, but my father never beat me. But all the schools I went to were so harsh on me that they usually beat us. For them, they thought that discipline involved beating students, and they were wrong. Now, the art of mastering self-discipline for an entrepreneur, a business person, a person managing a business, an employee is important. Discipline, to me, is the difference between success and failure. If you are into business, what makes you succeed and what makes you fail is called discipline. Now, listen well. You have to master what successful entrepreneurs have done to succeed. They have one important thing: discipline. It's so big. Number one, Dennis, manage your greed. Manage your greed. Omululu, greed. Greed. You have to manage your greed. Now, all of us have ambitions. All of us have appetites. I'm taking my drink early morning. So I have to take it to feel warm so that I can be able to talk with you today. We have greed, and greed comes in different forms. We are hungry for money, hungry for food, hungry for sex, hungry for so many things. Some of us, the greed is for women or for men, and it makes us fall. Others, the greed is for money. Others, the greed is for fame. Others, the greed is for respect, dignity, being pampered, being praised. Greed defines who succeeds and who fails. Look around. The characters that have failed in life have been greedy. Whether the presidents we have in Africa or the politicians we have, wherever they are, whether in our marriages, in our families, at our workplace, greed, untamed, insatiable greed for power, for money, for fame, for sex, for lust, throws people down. Now, discipline means the ability to manage your greed. If you're a man, the ability to tighten your zip and say, I will not go entering everyone's hole. I have to be disciplined. If you're a woman, you know not everyone is going to know my privacy. I have to have limits. There must be boundaries. Number two, Dennis, building resilience. Building resilience. Discipline comes with resilience, but also resilience means getting the tough skin to go through things. You must be tougher than what people think. Resilience is the mother of discipline. Resilience, the ability to withstand hard times, is so important that it's going to make you succeed or fail. Number three, then number two was resilience for the screen, and I've finished that. Number three is overcoming limiting beliefs and superstitions. Then we are talking about number three now, overcoming limiting beliefs and superstitions. The art of mastering self-discipline involves overcoming limiting beliefs and superstitions. You have to overcome beliefs and superstitions. I can tell you, I'm going to be running master classes on critical thinking for business owners. Very soon, I'll be running master classes on critical thinking for business owners. Simply subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're going to get all these master classes for free. A business owner must think critically. We shall be running these master classes. And one of the things we're going to be talking about is belief. Your religions, your superstitious beliefs, how they make you fail as a business guru. Belief, the way you believe in things, superstitions, miracles, free money, quick money, donations that are not necessary, wasting time that we are going to pray to God who doesn't actually care about you, who even doesn't know that you are into business. Now, the time you waste in those beliefs mean money, and money lost means a business closing tomorrow. Number 4 then is living within the now. Living within the now. The moment you fail to understand that you must live within the now, and you try to live within the future or within the past, you're in trouble. You don't have the discipline to make it. Now, living within the now means that you must look at what to do for your business today. What can make it survive today? First, today is important. The discipline to know that today is important. Do what you must do today. Do whatever you must do today. Never postpone what you must be doing today and do it tomorrow. Never. Unless something so important. But what must be done today must be done today, and it takes a disciplined entrepreneur. I'll be explaining much about that. Let us move on. Point number 5. The power of positive thinking. Dennis, number 5, the power of positive thinking. We are going to make this episode very, very brief because we shall have different segments. The power of positive thinking. It starts with your brain. I've been talking about think. It starts all within. Your being poor today and your being rich today, your being into debts today is because of this. It all starts here. No one should tell you a lie. Your brain is your problem. You are what you think. You are what you fill your brain. If you fill your brain with borrowing money, crying for help every time, that's what you are going to be. If you fill your brain with, I don't have money, I'm going to die poor, surely you'll die poor. Now, the discipline to control what fills your brain is so important to every succeeding entrepreneur. Succeeding entrepreneurs know how to separate dirt from good, wheat from chaff. They know how to avoid distractions. They know how to handle criticisms. They know when to react and when to act. They don't overdo it. They know exactly when. Now, the discipline of positive thinking is important. That's the next number 6. Then we shall have only 10 points today to think about. Number 6 then is goes back to the brain, of course, but your ability to understand mind games. The ability to understand mind games. Mind games. When I was watching football sometime back when I was a youth in my 30s, I used to love Arsenal. But whenever Arsenal was playing, Arsenal Wenger would be disorganized by Ferguson and Mourinho. Those two guys had what we call mind games. Before a match is started, Man U has already won. Mourinho of Chelsea has already won because Wenger could be so much thrown off balance. He can be so confused with words. And he can change his lineup. He can be disorganized. Mind games. Now, a businessman who doesn't know how to read mind games, who cannot beat his competitors, her competitors through mind games, is gone. You must have a discipline to understand that these are mind games towards my personality, towards my business, and mind games can take you down if you don't know how to save them. Understand the art of mind games. The discipline to understand mind games as a businesswoman is so important. It defines your success and failure. Number seven, Dennis, is that train your brain as a muscle. Train your brain, the brain, somewhere there. Train your brain as a muscle. Omusua, muscle. And that's true. If you're going to have a discipline to control your brain, treat it as a muscle. Now, a muscle is something that is elastic. I'm using an economics term. Elastic, inelastic. Now, you must learn to train your brain, tickle it, make it think. When you train your brain, it's going to work for you. Never, never, ever make your brain dull. Keep learning. That's what I mean. Keep stimulating yourselves to work for you. Keep thinking. The discipline to be alert, to be aware is important. Number 8, Dennis. Self-control. 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 Discipline involves self-control. Now, in number 1 principle, I talked about greed. Now I'm talking about self-control. My dear, discipline means self-control. Ask yourself twice before you send that email. Ask yourself first before you press send. Ask yourself first before you sign that contract. Consult. If you are so annoyed, don't make a decision at your worst moment. I've regretted that one so many times, and you have. If something's bothering you so much and involves money, a big decision, go home and sleep over it. Go home and sleep over it. I normally say, let me go home, I sleep over it. Tomorrow, I'll have a fresh mind. It means I am practicing self-control. Now, instead of firing this employee today, I will fire her tomorrow. Instead of writing a very bad email today, let me write it tomorrow. Self-control. You are working in a company, there are so many beautiful women. Are you going to have all of them because you are the boss? No, you're not going to do that. At least you must have a limit. You are the woman who's going to be sleeping with anyone, everyone, every child in your company. Because you have the money or because you are beautiful. Self-control. Self-control is so important for any business to succeed. Now, number 9, Dennis, is avoid excuses. Avoid giving excuses. Avoid being the person who is known for always and always giving damn excuses. Every time you're saying, you see, I'm sorry, you see, I didn't know, you see. Ignorance is no defense. People don't want your lamentations, your excuses. They are useless to them. Avoid them. Be intentional. Be organized. Without that, you are failing. Number 10, Dennis, discipline demands sacrifice. Discipline demands sacrifice. Sacrifice. Now, discipline demands sacrifice is number 10. There's what we call opportunity cost. In economics, there is what we call opportunity cost, the alternative foregone. To sit here today, I would have been at my work. But I said, let me first have this one very fast. There is an opportunity foregone. I have to rush and find my train. There is an opportunity foregone. Discipline involves sacrifice. And it's important. Without sacrifice, you cannot move forward. Have sacrifice. Have sacrifice. Now, number 11, Dennis, is that intelligence is not discipline. Intelligence is not discipline. Dennis, number 11, intelligence is not discipline. Not that I have 3 degrees. Yes, I have 3 degrees. I have 2 degrees in economics. 2 degrees in law, 1 degree in economics. It does not make me have anything called discipline. My education doesn't make me disciplined. My intelligence doesn't make me disciplined. Yes, I have a first-class degree in law. Does not make me disciplined. Don't respect people because they have papers. They have qualifications. They may not be disciplined at all. Look at their actions. Intelligence does not exactly mean you are disciplined. Okay? Discipline involves humility. Humility, humbleness. Lastly, for today, know your limits. Number 12, know your limits. A disciplined person knows how far they can go in a conversation, how far they can go in making decisions, how far they can go when they are annoyed, how far they can go when they are making decisions. They know the power to consult. Very important. That is called discipline. Remember, in conclusion, I told you that discipline is the difference between success and failure. The difference between success and failure defines discipline. When you are indisciplined, you fail in whatever you do. When you are disciplined, you succeed. That is discipline part 1 for today. We shall be having part 2 very soon. Episode number 2 will come very soon on discipline. Stay well, stay better. Keep subscribing on our YouTube channel. Think better, do good better. See you in the next one.